everybody, we're coming to you from Seattle. We're here for a couple days before we get on board the NCL ENCORE for a 7-day Alaskan cruise.
And we got in early to Seattle, so we're going to have a couple days here to see the sights.
So one of the cool things that we did was we got the Seattle CityPASS. This is one of the best places to get the CityPASS because it hits all of the great sites like the Space Needle, Chihuly Gardens. We're going to go to the Museum of Pop Culture and even the Aquarium today, and a harbor cruise, all for one low price. It's definitely a great deal.
So welcome to Seattle and the Pacific Northwest. We're going to have fun, and we might even find Sasquatch.
We arrived early to check into our hotel. We are at the Seattle Marriott Waterfront, which gives us quick access to a lot of activities.
The Seattle Waterfront is undergoing a massive renovation that will make it more pedestrian and bike friendly. Construction is still underway, but it's going to be amazing when it's done.
First on our agenda, grab a bite to eat.
So we decided to come to Iverse for some food. There are actually two Iverse restaurants side by side. This is the Acres of Clams restaurant for a sit-down meal, or next door is the Iverse Fish Bar, where you can get different chowders and fish, and they've got a little like cafeteria style dining room that you can go sit down in and have your food right here on the waterfront in Seattle.
Since this is like our first meal of the day, and we're going to have like 7 meals today, I got the 3-piece. It's fresh. They just opened a few minutes ago, and can't wait to hit it, but it's a little hot right now. A little dip of the true cod in the tartare. Almost a little bit of a kick to it.
I opted for the salmon chowder. I love salmon so much. We'll see how good this is. It does look a little hot. Let's see if I can cool it and give it a try. Corn. There's corn in there. I was not expecting that, but that's delicious. Savory. It's definitely got a good salmon flavor. It's a winner.
So I'm just a big fan of clam chowder, and you already know this about me, but I'm very picky about it. So it has to be thick but not too thick, full of clams, and there can't be any sand in it at all. So Iverse is actually famous for their clam chowder, and I'm looking at it. It looks a little thinner than maybe what I'd like, but I think I'd like it more on the thin side than the thick side. I can see the big chunks of clam in there, which is a good sign, and we'll give it a try here. Very creamy, but not too creamy, which is good. I think I would maybe want a few more chunks of potatoes in here, but overall a very decent clam chowder, and I'm going to give it a thumbs up.
So I got the halibut and fries just for the halibut. But it is super hot right now because it just literally came out of the fryer. So let's see what we got here. That's really good halibut. It's got good breading on it. Delicious.
All right, everybody, here we go. Next up for us, the big, great Seattle Ferris wheel. We've been wanting to do this since the first time we came to Seattle years ago. The sun's starting to come out. We're gonna get 360 views of the harbor and the water on one side, the skyline and the city on the other side. And I just noticed as we come around the corner, they're serving beer, so I can get a cold one as we go up in to ride the ride. So let's do it.
So they had more than just beer at the alcohol stand. Carol and I got vodka lemonade slushies.
Angry Orchard cider.
Beer, of course.
Cheers.
Cheers.
The Great Wheel opened in 2012 and stands at 175 feet tall. You can go during the day like us or at night to see the city lights.
The views are absolutely spectacular. You can see everything from above. So next up on Core 4 Adventures is riding Wings over Washington. Very similar to Disneyland's Flying Over the World, and you're going to be flying up in the air, getting all the sights and sounds and smells of the great Pacific Northwest.
The pre-show introduces you to Washington's Native American culture. The attraction has been dedicated to the first peoples of this area and is hosted by a park ranger.
It's fun to see the masks of the spirit animals come to life.
The ride itself gives you a true bird's eye view of the Pacific Northwest and all the amazing nature it has to offer.
Okay, that was super cool. It felt a lot like the ride at Disneyland, but definitely with a Pacific Northwest vibe.
Totally. It was so intense with lots of really cool sights and sounds.
State of Washington's a beautiful place, y'all. Very, very cool.
Great way to see it all at once. Okay, so the next thing that we're doing today is we're stopping by the Seattle Aquarium. This is one of the attractions that we get as part of the Seattle CityPASS that we bought. We're gonna see some fish, otters, and octopus. We are so excited to show you this today.
The aquarium has lots of touch tanks where you can feel some of the sea life for yourself. I can't help but think about Finding Dory.
Incoming! Oh, that one's smushy. That one's smushy. This one is really hard and feels like coral. Don't miss taking advantage of the photo ops.
It is fascinating to see the different sea life. The jellyfish are mesmerizing.
So the aquarium has an octopus named Queso, and this is how the tentacles work with the little suckers underneath. Very cool, fun, interactive exhibits in this aquarium.
Speaking of Dory, we found her and Nemo and many of our other favorite characters.
The Seattle Aquarium has a large outdoor area where you can see harbor seals and sea otters. Check out this guy's tongue.
The aquarium is focused on rehabilitation and release for as many of the animals as possible.
We learned about Mishka, who is a sea otter that has asthma. The aquarium staff trained her to use an inhaler that was originally made for cats to help keep her healthy.
We just like to see them up close and swimming around.
We definitely need another break after the aquarium, so we are at Old Stove Brewing Company in Pike Place Market for some drinks and food.
Old Stove Brewing Company is named after the Kalamazoo wood stove you can see behind the bar.
Pepper went with the flight, Laura has the Pike Place Seltzer in peach, and I got the old Razzle Dazzle.
Laura and I both got the cheeseburger, which is thick and juicy. Everything you want a pub burger to be.
Randy and I both got the pepperoni pizza. It's super hot and cheesy. The pizza is definitely the winner here at Old Stove Brewing Company.
So we're about to go on a harbor cruise through Argosy Cruises. It's part of our City Pass. It's about an hour-long cruise. Should be a lot of fun.
This harbor cruise is one of the highlights for us when Carol and I visited Seattle in 2014.
We can't wait to share this experience with Laura and Randy.
And we are on the sun deck of the boat, and we are so excited. There's nothing like seeing Seattle from the water. You get to see the entire skyline. This is going to be her first time.
It is. I'm so excited. I have never been to Seattle before, so to get to see it from the water should be really interesting and exciting, a good way to kind of get a feel for the whole city.
And what is the thing that you're most excited about seeing from the water on the skyline?
Ooh, that's tough. Maybe the Space Needle.
I mean, we are in Seattle.
It's iconic. Yeah.
Might as well.
The captain and crew have quickly gotten us off the dock and we are underway.
And there is the Norwegian Sun cruising out of the harbor on their way to Alaska. That will be us on Sunday.
This is the Edgewater Hotel, where the Beatles famously fished from their hotel suite. And the best view of the Space Needle is from the water.
The Seattle skyline is so impressive.
There are a lot of different boat tours you can take. Next time, we will have to check this one out. So thanks so much for watching. That's it for us from the waterfront.
We hope you enjoyed spending time with us today here in Seattle on the first day of our vacation. We can't wait to bring you more of the fun adventures that we've got planned.
Don't forget to like and subscribe.
Hey, it's been a great time. Beautiful city. You got to get here yourself. We'll see you next time.
Bye.
Bye.
Join us next time on Core 4 Adventures as we continue to explore Seattle before we board the NCL ENCORE on our way to Alaska.